Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Tris, real food for real people. As promised, bit of a bonus video today. I was going to make it anyway, so I thought why not film it, see how it goes. What am I going to make? I'm going to make some homemade peanut butter. It's absolutely delicious. Trust me, it's far better than anything you'll be able to get from the supermarket. It's a bit labor intensive, takes a while, but it's worth it. It's really great. I love it in the mornings on some pancakes with honey. It's absolutely fantastic. So what are you going to need? First of all, for the actual peanut butter itself, you need a big old bag of peanuts. I've got 400 grams here. They're roasting their shells, and yeah, that's the main ingredient, as it were. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of oil. It needs to be either vegetable oil or groundnut oil. Unfortunately, olive oil is a little bit too distinctive in flavour, so it's not going to work here. Next, and finally, you're going to need a tablespoon of salt. Sorry, a teaspoon of salt. Don't want too much salt, not good for you. Then, to actually make it, you're going to need a big old rolling pin and an old metal jug. Alternatively, if you have a food processor or a pestle mortar, a big old pestle mortar with some deep sides, that would be even better. However, I have neither of those things. As someone once said, necessity is the mother of all invention. So I just have these 2 things. Basically, this is what we're going to use to turn those peanuts into butter. Okay, so I'm going to start off with shelling these peanuts. So just open it up. I've got a bowl here full of shells, and this is the thing that's going to take some time. You just knock them out of the shells, like so. Take the skin off, drop it in your pot, your pestle and mortar, or your food processor, like so. What I tend to do is, I'd say every 10th nut, there you go, I keep the skin on. So it's just a habit. If you want to have no skin on any of the peanuts at all, do that. If you want to keep the skin on all of them equally, it's fine. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So, as I say, this will take some time. Maybe worth putting on some music. Sometimes I listen to an audio book. Whatever you need to do, but trust me, again, it's worth it. So, I'm going to get cracking here. Better roll up these sleeves because I'm going to be here for a while, but it's all good. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the video so far. Of course you can use peanuts that are already out their shells, but I just think the ones that are shelled taste that little bit better. If you do use shelled peanuts, just don't use the salted ones. Getting there. Okay, so I finally got there. I've practically filled this. It's about 3/4 of the way full. Don't want to fill it up too much because when I start pounding these away, if it's too full, they're going to fly everywhere. So I've got a few peanuts left here, but that's okay. I'll eat those later on with a beer or something. Just get rid of these. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just add our teaspoon of salt into the pot. Then add 2 tablespoons of oil. And basically, what I'm going to do now, a bit more effort I'm afraid, just going to take my rolling pin and I'm just going to start slowly mashing these together. If I had my food processor, super duper fancy food processor, I would just put these peanuts in there, whiz them up, to be as smooth or as chunky as possible. But don't worry, if you are using a food processor, I'll show you what kind of consistency we want in a bit. Okay, as you can see, it's really starting to turn into, or look like, peanut butter now. The way you can tell is that you can really start to see and feel those oils coming out. So this, it's going to need a little bit more work on it, and then it'll be ready to put in the jar. Okay, that is perfect. As you can see, it's got that consistency of peanut butter here. It's nice and smooth, but the great thing using the big old rolling pin and this tin jar is the fact that it's got some bits of nut in there, other bits are really smooth, really good. As I said, it would have been far easier with a food processor. Maybe one of these days I'll get round to buying one. But this is ready to go. All I've got to do now is just stick it in the jar. Done. And there we have it. Perfect homemade peanut butter. This will sit in the fridge for about 3 weeks, maybe, if it lasts that long. But trust me, it's so good, you'll eat it within a week. God, it doesn't last long in this household, that's for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Add a comment at the bottom, add a like, and do share, do subscribe, and I'll see you soon with more Cooking with Tris. Real food for real people. Take care.